Hello, I hope your Lent is going well and that you feel that you're being drawn closer to God. Has anyone ever done something for you that you appreciated so much you spent your whole life in sheer gratitude of them and trying to make up for it every chance you get? It might be a parent or someone you credit with making you the person that you are today. Paul writes in Ephesians 3, verse 7, I became a servant of this gospel by the gift of God's grace given to me. In other words, Paul was saying, the gift of God's grace in my life was so extravagant, so undeserved. I am his slave forever. This is a wealthy man of influence who was so impacted by the power of God in his life that he became a slave. What is unique about slaves? Well, Paul felt that he was compelled to do what he was assigned to do by God. That assignment he words like this: to preach to the Gentiles the boundless riches of Christ. He goes on to say, his intent, that is, God's intent, was that through the church, the whole world will know his purpose accomplished in and through Christ Jesus. So our purpose as the church during this Lenten season is to tell it out far and near that in him, by faith, we can approach God. Paul, who describes himself as a slave to Christ, puts it this way: we can approach God because of Christ with freedom and confidence. This is no ordinary slavery. It is one that generates freedom and confidence. Paul says, I ask you, therefore, not to be discouraged because of my sufferings for you. The church's message this Lent is being a slave, tasked with spreading the gospel of Christ, wins our freedom now and into eternity.